turn to Jeff's question. I'm going to read it out loud, but given time, I would just turn to the group. Really, anyone who is on here. We also have Christy Cook and others from my team. So anyone who wants to answer this, please just come off mute and raise your hand. The question is that while you have presented and argued that you have tools and approaches to create better policy systems and processes, what is the economic and or social impact being targeted from improved policy processes? So if anyone wants to speak, some brave soul to come off mute and speak a bit to the actual social and economic impact. Fahim.
Hi, Courtney. I'll try and respond to that very quickly. So, the 10 major issues, talking about the seed pillar that I was talking about, there were 10 major issues that actually came up, and they were all around systems, kind of issues. I'm not going to go through all of them, but Jeff, I'm very happy to send you that policy brief for your review, or your, for you to have a look at. But we're looking at things like that could have major kind of impact for the long term if any of those 10 issues are actually kind of hit on. So we're looking at, for example, things like more institutional setups in terms of upgrading the seed certification agency to the Department of Seed Certification, for example. We're looking at things like the private sector growth, where we're actually eliminating an embargo where a company has to have a 5-year registration before they can bring new seed into the market. So that's really important for not just national industry but also international industries as well. So there's various things. I'm looking at time. We don't really have time, but I'm happy to go offline and have more conversations on that. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Fahim. Edwin, we could give you one minute if you can squeeze it in, and then I will turn it over to Lauren to close us out.
Yeah, thank you, Courtney. I wanted to respond to Tom's question on narrowing down on stakeholders. As Robert has mentioned, we started with a strategic partners group that was a team of different actors from government, from RECs, and also from private sector to provide strategic advice to our activities and also to implement some of the things that are coming and to learn together. But after the assessment, we narrowed down to 3 specific technical areas that the stakeholders did see as very critical for the regional trade. And this is input, SPS, and logistics. So we did mobilize stakeholders in those specific thematic areas of value chain functions through the trade associations, through the government agencies, and also through the ministry. So we were able to get quite a lot of stakeholders and have deeper discussion when we narrowed down to a specific themes. So I would say that we used a funneling approach to be able to identify these stakeholders. Over to you.
Thanks, Edwin. We are at time. Lauren, did you want to say something briefly about the learning series?
Sure thing. I just want to let everybody know that PolicyLink, I'm Lauren Caskey. I'm the learning program lead for PolicyLink, and you're going to be seeing, I think, a lot more of us over the next several months as we get into our learning program. We're going to be doing a series of events like these, and then we're going to be developing a number of learning products. And as part of follow-up, I've been taking note of some of the questions that have been coming into the chat that we could potentially think about as learning event topics or various pieces of research that we do as PolicyLink. But as part of the follow-up for this event, I'm going to, encourage those of you that are on to share your ideas. We want to be as demand-driven as possible when we think through our learning series. So just thanks to all of you that have remained on. I've been monitoring the number of participants, and I'm delighted that a number of you have stayed on the entire time. So thanks so much for your participation, to those of you that are attendees, and then thanks so much to the PolicyLink team and our guests who have shared their shared their thoughts and experiences. And then thanks to the local systems community of practice for hosting us today, and to Courtney and her team for helping us out with this event. Very much appreciated.
Thanks, Lauren. I think that's it. Thank you, everyone.